In
Yeah,
terms of
please.
leadership, what are some of those characteristics that those people that you were taught by, coached by, that instilled leadership qualities in you?
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of years ago, I had a chance to come back and talk to the team just for like an hour at the most when I was traveling for some work stuff. And I told those players, what I learned from the coaches, especially from Coach Prince and Coach Lapani, was, with Will Prince, he taught me to truly be a disciplined player and control my emotions to an extent, as much as a teenager can. And then with Coach Lapani, with Rich, what I learned from him, and I still carry to this day when I'm coaching or I'm in my profession, is how to systematically approach, you know, whether it's the game of football or my life, through physical fitness. How do I approach my career? How do I approach my children? Seeing Rich, he's the master of that, really is. I don't want to call him compartmentalization, but he really knows how to focus on the most important thing in hand and how do you get it done. And that was really impactful in my life. And I use that in combat operations. And I would talk about that with my soldiers before missions in Iraq or Afghanistan. I'd be like, oh, I go, Rich Lapani's watching. They go, who's Rich? They'd be like, who's Rich Lapani? I'm like, never mind, you don't know. I actually called Rich once or twice from Iraq. I called Will every time I was, yeah, I called him more than my family. You know, try not to be as emotional. I mean, usually it's after something bad happened, whether I lost a soldier, or lost a friend, or major action happened, or we got mortared, or we did a raid at night or the day. I mean, and I would just talk to them just to check up on how they're doing. They, I'd call them, and I'd be on this sweaty ass payphone, and then not even a payphone. It's like these, we call them. It's this is not culture appropriate. It's called the Haji phone. And this wooden shack, and it's 130 degrees, and they're trying to call, and it's, oh my god, it was just great to hear his voice, and it's kind of, I didn't get too emotional. I had a lot of things to do downrange. My tours were expanded years, like 15 months, 14 months, 13 months, 15 months. Those are long tours. Yeah, so it was great to hear that voice and just talk to them. You know how Rich gets. He's like,